Holiday, and this is my persuasive speech number 2. How many of you know someone who smokes? Did you know that on average 130,000 Americans die of smoking-contributed lung cancer each year? The American Lungs Association provides this information in the Lung Cancer Fact Sheet on November 3rd. This topic is especially meaningful to me because my own grandmother passed away in 2005 from lung cancer, which was caused by smoking. My grandmother's story is just one example of how cigarettes affect us. And just to think, she was only one out of roughly 130,000 people that year. We must decrease this number. With this amount of deaths caused by smoking, more and more people will die unless we decrease the number of smokers in the United States. Continuing on, I will tell you how boycotting cigarettes can work towards helping decrease the number of lung cancer deaths in America and saving people like my grandmother. According to the current cigarette smoking among adults in the United States article on December 1st by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, last year about 15 of every 100 U.S. adults from the ages 18 and older smoked cigarettes, meaning roughly 36.5 million adults in the U.S. Can you imagine how many people will develop health issues or even die in their future from this one small action? Also, lung cancer isn't the only side effect. According to the Smoker's Body article from the World Health Organization in 2004, some other side effects include inflammatory skin conditions, cataracts, tooth decay, osteoporosis, wrinkles, heart disease, hearing loss, stomach ulcers, and other cancers. With easy access to cigarettes and the amount of people that smoke them, it is understandable how people might be drawn to them. However, they are not considering the full picture and the long-term effects of these killers. For those of you who do not smoke and do not think this concerns you, listen to this. Did you know that exposure to secondhand smoke causes approximately 7,330 lung cancer deaths among non-smokers each year? The American Lung Association in the Lung Cancer Fact Sheet stated that on November 3rd. All of this is explaining that smoking isn't as casual of an action as you may think. It's deadly to smokers most importantly, but also to those around it. Now that we see there is a large problem, we need to find a solution. The solution will be found through boycotting and advertising the true effects of cigarettes. The next step is to then decrease cigarette usage by advertising the treatment methods for current smokers who need help getting off of them. For those of you who know smokers trying to quit, the American Cancer Society medical and editorial content team mentions on October 6th to help the quitter get what they need, such as hard candy to suck on, straws to chew on, and fresh veggies cut up and kept in a refrigerator. Once the amount of smokers decrease, cigarettes will no longer be as high in demand, and therefore more people will lose interest in them, which will decrease the amount of people starting them as well. Advertisements have already been started up in an attempt to help people who are trying to stop smoking, and they have been very successful in their reviews. The 8 best products to help quit smoking Healthline includes our Nicoderm's nicotine patches and Nicorette gum that can even be gotten over the counter. On November 24th, the top 8 products to help you quit smoking article by Anna Schaefer from Healthline.com states that nearly 70% of adult smokers admit to wanting to quit. Simply boycotting cigarettes and decreasing the amount of smokers will save so many lives. All of this shows that there is a credible solution to the amount of deaths caused by smoking. Now that we know there's a solution to the problem, why should we feel inclined to get involved? What would this solution provide? Well, if we can lower the usage of cigarettes and smoking, the percentage of people with lung cancer will greatly decrease, along with many other diseases and cancers. People will be able to live longer, happier lives, and the number of deaths will decrease. It brings me so much joy to imagine saving people like my grandmother and keeping families whole as long as possible, just to see that joy live on. And our environment will be healthier too. We will feel so free and alive to be able to breathe without taking in these toxins. Now, what can we as individuals do to help this process along? It's time to take action. We should want to get involved because most of us have people we know who are affected, and cigarettes affect the environment as well, which is something we all share. Firstly, we as individuals should be the voices to those who are unaware. Secondly, by advertising and boycotting, we can spread awareness. Thirdly, we can also help our friends and family who smoke and need an extra push and motivation to stop. It's amazing what personal support can do for people. By doing this, you are helping save lives, and that's an incredible action. Now, I would like to continue with a short video for review, a commercial by anticigarette.net.
Tobacco company show you images of what life would be like if you smoke.
They tell you tough, hard-working people smoke their cigarettes.
That's gonna look cool, hip, hell
yes. But smoking makes you independent, beautiful, and mysterious.
But the reality is that you can end up looking like this.
In the end, putting a stop to cigarettes and smoking is the key. It's not a matter of how cool you look smoking or how it makes you feel at the time. It's really realizing that it can kill you. What we should be asking others and ourselves is it worth it? I would do anything to have my grandmother back with me to be able to prevent this from happening to someone else. That would truly be the best reward. Now, don't you agree?